Now we will work on the user registration process using Supabase authentication. So now let's check the official documentation. So here in the new tab, I'm going to type Supabase Auth doc, and this is the first result which we need to click. And here inside the flows, we have this password -base. Let's click on it. And if I scroll down, here is the JavaScript tab, and this is the function which we need. So we need to call auth.signup, and it is accepting the object with 3 parameters: email, password, and options. The only thing which is missing here is the name attribute. So Supabase user registration will not accept any extra parameter apart from email and password. For now, we will go with this, but further we will see how we can extend the functionality to take the name attribute from the UI. So in this video, we need to focus only on creating the new user or registering the new user using the email and password parameters. Now let's go to the registration page. So here is the registration.tsx, okay, index.tsx. And first we need to create a loading state variable. So here I'm going to say const loading set loading equals to use state, and initially it will be false. Okay, now we also need navigation. Okay, navigate, use navigate. So here I'm going to say const navigate equals to use navigate from React router down. Okay, then inside the function, here I'm going to take a try catch block. So let's remove this console, and here I'm going to say try catch block, and inside the catch block we need to show the error message. In order to show the error message in entity, we need to import the message from entity. So here I'm going to say message. Okay, and now okay, so we need to see how we can show the error message. So let's go to message entity, and here if I click on the result, as you can see, if I click here, it will show me this alert. Okay, so in this way we can show the error message. So if I go to the code, so this is how we can take the variable. So let me just copy this. Let's go back to the code, and here I'm going to paste it. And inside the catch block, okay, so where are we going to show the error message? So here in the div, after this div, we are going to say context holder. Okay, so this will be holding the message. And now here I'm going to say message API dot error, and inside I'm going to pass error dot message. Okay, and if this is missing, then we can show something went wrong. Okay, let's close this, and here we need to say error any. Okay, we need to define the type, which is going to be any, and inside the try block we are going to say set loading, that is going to be true, and finally after the catch block we are going to set the loading to be false. Okay, and then here I'm going to take a const, and let's take a variable sign up response equals to await. Okay, if we are using await, then we need to make this function as async. So here I'm going to say async. Okay, and here I'm going to type the function. So if I go here, so this we need supabase.auth.signup. So let's use it. Supabase dot Supabase dot auth dot signup, And inside this, we need what is, okay, email and password. So let's take this email that is going to be, I think we need Supabase config here. So first we need to import it. So let's import Supabase config. Okay, so we already have this Supabase config. Okay, so here it is. So let me just copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Auth.signup. This is fine. Signup does not exist on type. Signup does not exist. And here inside the email, we are going to say values dot email. Okay, and for password also we need email. Okay, email, and password also we need values dot password. Save this. So here, if there is an error, so we need to throw the error message. So here I'm going to say if sign up response. Okay, so sign up response dot error. Okay, if we are getting the error, then we need to throw new error, and inside we are going to pass sign up response dot error dot message. Okay, and if everything is okay, if we don't have the error, then we can just pass message API dot success, and here we are going to say registration successful. Okay, please check your email to verify your account. Okay, so if it is an error, then it will throw an error message. If it is success, then it will give us the message. Then what else? After this, it will navigate to login page. Navigate to login. Okay, save this. And for button also, we need to show the loading. So here, here I'm going to say loading equals to loading, and disable that is equal to loading. Okay, save this. I think that's it, but here something. Okay, message. Okay, let's go back and see how are we importing. Okay, so this should be small m. Okay, message. Now this error will go away. And what about the sign up? Why this is giving the issue? Sign up. Sign up. I think this should be capital. Okay, sign up. U should be capital. Now this is fine. Values dot email and values dot password. So let's see the application is running or not. Yes, it is. So let's go to the browser, and if I refresh the registration page, so now I think what will happen is if I go to Supabase, okay, and here as you can see we have, if I go to the overview, okay, let's go to authentication. So here right now we don't have any user, but once you register, then you can see the user. Okay, so let's try and add the user. So I have an email ID, okay, React University, and here I'm going to say React University. Let's add a password. Let's click on register. So it is redirected to login, but we don't got the message. Okay, that way will work. but let's see if we are getting the user or not. So let me just refresh. So as you can see, we have the email which is called React University, but here uh, we have the name. Okay, so but here as you can see, we don't have any name. So what we can do is we will create a custom attribute for name. Okay, so that we will do, but as of now this is working. And one more thing which we need to do is, if I go here and again if I create the same user, so let's say React University, and let's say the email is also same. So if I click here, so it will not throw the message that it already has a user called React. Okay, so that we need to work on, but as you can see, it does not create a duplicate also, so that is fine. But now we need to see how we can use the name. Okay, so that we need to work on, and we also need to work on the duplicate users. Okay, so we need to write the code for that.